Okay, so today we're going to have the first class about the Python. So this Python as a programming language is a very important thing to be learned for a data analyst background. And if you can able to learn this, it will definitely improve your opportunities in getting shortlisted for most of the data analyst jobs and even for the data engineering jobs. Okay, when you even go for the ETL developers. Okay, so they're also for the data cleaning and data transformations. For that task, Python is more efficient than any other skills we are going to learn here. Okay, what are all the skills that we are going to learn here? Among them, Python is the most efficient one for data cleaning activities. Okay, because we have other skills like Power BI, Tableau, SQL. We can also able to perform the cleaning activities, but still Python is the efficient one. Okay, so it will be definitely going to help a lot in handling the large amounts of data. So because in the real time scenarios, always the data is going to be coming in a very huge in number. To handle that much of big amounts of data, the Python is going to be the best method for us. Okay, that is the reason why the Python importance is there in our course. But simple one thing I wanted to start share with you people before starting the Python. So most of you people might be having some fear about programming languages or not having any background regarding the programming. So don't worry about it because the programming language is going to be easy only. I will make sure you will be going to have some hands-on practice in today's class also regarding the Python. So if you have in your mobiles also, you can able to open in your mobile or else even you can have it in your laptops. I will tell you how you can able to code along with me. A simple programs we'll be going to try in today's class. Okay, so first of all I wanted you to understand about the basics of Python. So today's class is going to deal with some introduction part to the Python and some small programs we'll be going to see. So what is Python? Generally I wanted to start with that. What is a Python is meant by? So if you look at any other programming languages, they also have, suppose Java is there, C language is there, C sharp is there, Go language is there, like there so many are there. In the same manner, Python is also like a programming language where you can able to have it interacted with so many types of data sets coming from the real time world scenarios. So when I talk about real time scenarios, the data would be always coming in different formats. It can be Excel file or it can be CSV file, PDF file, text file, JSON file, XML file. There are so many types of files according to their business they will be going to store. So here we are going to identify that particular file format and we can able to read it into our Jupyter notebook or our Python environment, and from there we are going to clean the data. Okay, so I will show you simply today how to import a data into the Python and how you can able to look it into the data. I will be going to help you out. Okay, so but before that, just try to understand what are all the use cases for this Python is present. Okay, so even the Python is in like an interpreted language. What is it? Python is a interpreted language. What is meant by interpreted language means it was taken from other programming languages also. It referencing from other programming languages. It has seen about Java, it has seen about the some old programming languages like COBOL. So from those existing programming languages, your Python has been interpreted. In the sense, it has been taken with reference to the older programming languages. It was not any new thing, it was developed. Okay, from the earlier programming languages, this has been taken. And who is the developer of this particular Python language is Guido von Rossum. Okay, this is the Python developer of Python. Okay, and even this Python supports the OOPS concepts, which is related to the object oriented programming. Okay, we call it as OOPS, object oriented programming languages. OOPS languages. Okay, and also this Python programming is going to support in even artificial intelligence, because wherever you go and see now related to the data things, it can be data engineering or business analyst or data analyst or data scientist or even machine learning. Everywhere you go, the Python is the programming languages we use. No programming languages apart from Python is used in the artificial intelligence also. Okay, so that much of importance the Python is having, because in the Python, whatever you are going to write for that particular statement, there is a meaning is associated. Of course, in any programming languages, it is the same. You won't write down something randomly. Whatever the word you write in the programming, it is going to have a meaning associated with it. Okay, so we call it as semantics. Semantics associated with it, we used to call semantics associated with it. So what is the meaning of it? Semantics associated means whatever the word you are going to write down, it is going to have a proper meaning associated with it. Okay, randomly we are not going to write something in the Python. Okay, so there's a small thing. What are some of the use cases of Python? I will just tell you this one and we'll move for some technical things. So what are some use cases of Python? Means you can use it in the data analysis, in the machine learning. Okay, and I'm writing in the bracket AI. Okay, in the machine learning we'll use the data analysis. Sorry, in the machine learning we'll use the Python as a language. Even in the web development, right? Web development, and in the automation purpose, or it can be in the gaming development also. Like there are so many applications are there for the Python. These are some of the use cases which have been mentioned here. Okay, so let us try to understand about uh, Python, how it is going to help us in programming with respect to the data analysis side. So we'll perform a simple things today. I will be going to explain you about the concept of a variable. This is a basic things you should understand in any programming languages, variables. So always remember, variable is like a name which you are going to provide to some memory location. That is actual definition. But to be understanding it easily, if you wanted to store a number called as 50, you are going to store it in some variable name. It can be A, it can be X, or it can be the name itself can be variable. Whatever the word you want, you give that a particular name for that word called as or number called as 50. That is what I am calling here it as a variable. So simply you are going to give a name for the memory location, because whenever you wanted to store 50, 50 will be stored in some memory. For that memory, you're going to give a name that is called as a variable. So how in the backend it would be going to shown is a rough diagram of, suppose if you take, it is a stack of memory. Okay, if you take a say stack of memory, simply there will be so many stacks would be there in this manner. Okay, there will be so many stacks in this manner. Suppose you are entering a value called as 50 and 50 is occupying in this particular place. So for this particular memory location, you are going to give some name. For the naming convention, we have some rules and regulations. We will discuss that. So what are the names that you're going to provide is considered as a variable. Simply, I'm taking it as a. So simple, that is a variable. A is a variable here. Where in this particular variable A, what is the value being stored? 50. So how you used to write in the programming? Simply, you will say A is equal to 50. Like in the mathematics only, A is equal to 50. When you store A is equal to 50, what is the value of A? 50. If you store 20, it will become 20. If you store 30, it will become 30. Okay, simple. So any programming languages, for example, you wanted to print this particular value. You wanted to see what is the value present in that A. You will be going to write down print statement. Print is the one which is going to help you in printing the value present in that variable called as A. Suppose you wanted to print your name. You can able to write it inside this print. Suppose my name is Harish. Okay, I will write it in this manner. Print off. So print function is going to help you in printing what is present in that bracket, whatever you're going to write in this bracket. Okay, but when you're writing this in the bracket, you can see here, I have written this A normally without any double quotes, but the other one I have written in the double quotes. So there is a small difference between that. Whatever you write in the double quotes, that exactly going to come in the output. Suppose here you have written A without any double quotes, you have written this A. It is going to assume that it's a variable, and what is the value present in that A will be given. But here that is not the scenario. It is being written in the double quotes. Whatever is there in the double quotes, exactly the same thing it would be printed. If you make any spelling mistake, the same thing will be going to come in the output also. So print is the one which is very much useful for us in our day-to-day life. Either you are a data analyst or you are a person who are normally using Python also, print is a very much important thing when you want to show your output. Okay. So let us do one simple operation. You know hello world program, right? Most of the times whenever the programming language starts, we'll start with a hello world program. Okay, we'll start with that. So how to write down this program now? So I will help you with the installation document for the Anaconda software, because we are going to use a Jupyter notebook for this Python, and in that Jupyter notebook would be available in the Anaconda software. So once you install the Anaconda software, this is how the landing page is going to look like. And you can see there is Jupyter notebook. This is the one which we are going to use. You should click on launch after installation, I'm saying. Okay, when you click on launch, it will be going to ask you for a specific browser. Either you can open it in the Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome or whatever the browser you're having in your laptop. It will first time it will ask you for the browser in which you wanted to open every time. So here as of now I selected the Google Chrome, so that's the reason it is opened in the Google Chrome for me. Can you see that? So let me open for this in the home tab. So this is how the opening page, or I can say the home page, is going to look like. Okay. Here you can see these are the folders which were available in my laptop. Okay, I have a folders of desktop, some downloads, favorites, music, pictures, like this. In your laptop, what are all the folders you have? That folders would be also shown for you people here. So it's a good practice always to go to one folder and create your Jupyter notebook in that particular folder. Okay, I'll tell you why is it important. Means when we are reading the data from your own laptop, it is possible if you can able to store it in the same folder, your data and your Jupyter notebook also. It will make it easy for your data reading purpose. So that is the reason why most of the times I will be going to this downloads folder. In the downloads folder, I will create a new notebook. Even if you wanted to create in this home page itself, how to create a new Jupyter notebook. This is the one which I'm telling, how to create a new Jupyter notebook. Why you wanted to create means, if you wanted to write down some program, you need some interface, right? You can't write down some program in this notepad, and if I execute, it won't be going to show anything for me. I need some kind of an compiler which is interlinked with that interface, so that it will run the program whatever you're going to write down. It can be called as a compiler. Okay, so here in the Python we call it as a PVM, Python virtual machine. What is the compiler in the Python? This is not required to be remembered, just for your understanding. Nobody will ask you in the interviews. Okay, so what is the compiler means, we will be going to use PVM. PVM stands for Python virtual machine. Python virtual machine. Okay, so that is the compiler which will be used by our Jupyter notebook also. So in this Jupyter notebook, it's actually a web-based one. It's not like any tool like our your normal Excel file, or else it's not something like a Power BI. Okay, it's directly going to open up in your web browser. From that web browser, you can able to start writing the code. So here if you wanted to create a new Jupyter notebook to write down a program in this particular interface homepage itself, means you can see there is an option called as new. On the top right corner, there is a new option. You click on this new. There is a first option called as Python 3. Python 3. You need to click on that. When you click on it, a new Jupyter notebook would be created. Okay, I wanted to create it in the downloads folder. That's the reason I'm not clicking it. If you click on it, it will directly open a new Jupyter notebook. Okay, but what I will do is I will go to the downloads folder. What are the batches I usually teach? I will be going to create a Jupyter notebook in this place itself. Okay, so here I will come here and click on new. Here also the same options, nothing changed. Same place the new option is there, the same place Python 3 is there. Just click on it. That's it. A new tab will open for you, which is going to make you look like this is the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so let me just close this one thing. So this is the Jupyter notebook. So as of now, you can see you have an no name for this. It is called as an untitled 3. You don't have any name for this. So try to give some name so that you can remember it. So what I can suggest is you try to practice the entire programs in this course in one Jupyter notebook, maintain in one Jupyter notebook, because what is going to happen means in the end, after completion or after 1 month, you wanted to revise the concepts. Simply, you can come to this Jupyter notebook and you can go from top to bottom. Unnecessarily opening different Jupyter notebooks, getting confused, it's an very unnecessary task, right? So just try to maintain one Jupyter notebook. Even I will maintain this one Jupyter notebook. Once the entire concepts are completed, after the 35 classes or whatever the concepts are completed, I will share this Jupyter notebook with you. Okay, so that you can also have my copy, so that your own copy, whatever you're practicing, will be available with you. For reference purpose, my copy would be also available with you. But daily, whatever the code I'm going to write it, I will be going to paste that in the notepad and I will send you people. Whatever the notepad that I am going to write as of now here, I would be going to paste at the last all the code, whatever. Even one code, if I write that one line also, I will paste it in the Jupyter in this particular notebook, and as a notes, I will send you. Okay. Separately, in the end, material will be provided. That is normal. Okay. But day-to-day notes will involve in that there are code what you are going to practice on that particular day. Even any tasks that I am providing, assignments separately I'll provide. Okay, but these tasks are going to be maintained in this normal notebook. I will share you people across. Okay, so try to go through the notes, and one important thing is don't copy paste the code from this notepad. This is a very important note point. Don't copy paste. Why I'm saying don't copy paste the code? Because I used to write down some code, whatever the code I am telling in the class, I will execute in front of you and I will show you the output. I will explain you. What I'm doing is actually I'm copy pasting it to the notepad and I'm sending it for your students, right? So what students is doing is they're not actually typing. They was just copy pasting from this notepad and into the Jupyter notebook, and they're executing and they're thinking we got the output, the practice is done. What is the practice there? You are simply doing again what I have been told. You're not writing your own code there. So always don't copy paste it. Why then still I'm sending this means it is for your reference purpose. If you make any mistake somewhere in the code, unnecessarily you need to go to the recording and watch the entire recording. Where is this particular part is coming? You need to match your code from the recording. So to make your job easy, I'm sending it in the notepad. It is just meant for see what is the error you are making from the code which I have been told. So for that reference purpose only, you use this code. Okay, don't use it for the copy paste purpose. Okay, that is a sincere request. That is going to help you people a lot. If you copy paste it, nothing you will get it. 0% of practice. Okay, type it, you will get the coding. When you type it only, you will get it. Okay, let's jump back to our Jupyter notebook. So how to give a name for this? There is an untitled 3 is there, right? You just click on it. It will open up in this way. The rename file option. You just type whatever the name you want. For example, sample I'm giving, okay? Sample.ipynb. You don't delete this .ipynb, guys, okay? That is mandatory. You just write down the name before that. .ipynb is then extension file name. Just like for your PDF, it would be .pdf. For Excel files, it would be .xlsx. For text files, it is .txt. In the same manner, for this Python file, it is ipynb. Okay, so don't remove that one. If you remove it, it won't open. Again, it will say file incompatible kind of errors. Okay, so only change this particular name before this .ipynb. After changing, you can click on rename. You can see now the name is sample, and this is an automatically it will save, guys. Okay, you no need to save it separately. Tomorrow when you open the Jupyter notebook, you can see in my home page. So just now I created, see, sample. Are you able to see this whatever highlighted part? How many minutes ago? Just 2 minutes ago. Last modified. So tomorrow when you open the Jupyter notebook, it will automatically show up in this place. Okay. So you can see there is a checkpoint present on the top, right? 4 minutes ago. If you wanted to save it now, just click on Control+S. Okay, that's a normal thing. You can see 3 seconds ago now. Okay, Control+S. When was the last save happened, it was going to be there. But don't worry, it will automatically save it. Even though you don't click on Control+S also, there is no problem. And the best advantage with this Jupyter notebook, why the data analysis or data science purpose was mostly using these types of notebooks means, as the name itself says, it's a notebook. Notebook in the sense, generally when you're attending the class, what is the type of notebook you're going to maintain is, you will write down whatever the way you wanted. Whatever the class I'm explaining, you will feel one point is important for you, you will make a note of it. Some code if I tell you, you will maintain a code of it. right? So everything you can write in that. It's like a notes for you. Same manner here also, I can able to write down some text. I can able to write down some code in the same place. Not even comments also. Normally, directly you can able to write it a text once. Some paragraphs if you want to write, you can maintain it. So how to maintain is, can you see this place? There is a code being written. In that you have a markdown option. If you click on markdown, now you write down whatever you want. Suppose this is data analysis. Okay, this is data analysis. That's it. See how it was now. It's like a text. It's not a program. It's a text now. So if you want to make it bigger, you can keep this kind of hashtags, 3 hashtags. It's coming in bold. So this kind of some techniques are there to maintain some kind of a notes way. This is very much helpful. Also, normal Python developers, they will be going to use some Eclipse or some kind of so many integrations they need, right? So that is a different thing. But here you don't need to have any integrations. You no need to call a separate programming file into this one. That's the reason I'm saying, guys, Python is very simple here. You don't need to afraid about it. So, okay. So I will start with our simple program, which is hello world program. So how to write it? Simple. You come to this particular cell. If you don't see this cell, you can see there is a plus symbol, right? If you keep on clicking on this, new cells will be added up. If you don't want any cell, you can see there is a cut symbol. You can just delete it. Okay. You can able to delete it. Select the cell. You can see the blue thing. This blue mark is highlighting that this is the cell which was being selected. If you click on it, that would go. So adding the cells and then cutting the cells. Even you can see there is a keyboard shortcut called as B. B is the keyboard shortcut. You can just enter B. It will have a cell created below. If you click on A after anything, but don't click on A and B by typing here, because if you type A will be typed here. Okay. When you're clicking on this A and B, you should not have it here. You click outside and then write A or B, means type A or B. It will create a new files for you in this manner. Okay. So try that out. So let us see about our Python program, first of all, with respect to the hello world program. So how to write it? First of all, write down the print statement, print off, in the double quotes, write down hello world. Okay, double quotes, close the bracket. That's it. A small program, it's a hello world. Okay, so in the Python, the most advantage, another advantage can be your programs will be very much short. In the same program, whatever you have been written just now to print a hello world, if you try to write it in the Java, you need to write at least 3 to 4 lines extra. But in the Python, it's not even one line. I can't say even it's a one-line program. Simply, I have written print and whatever the text you want, you have been mentioned in the double quotes, and it is giving you the output. No need of any importing, no need of calling anything. Simple way you can able to write down the program in the Python. Okay, so that is advantage of Python. Python programs would be always very short. You no need to write down very large lines of code. Whatever in the Java you're writing in 4 to 5 lines, in the Python simply within 1 or 2 lines you can cut it. Okay, so that is another advantage with the Python. And whatever the program you have written here is hello world. Whatever you typed in these double quotes were coming in this console. We call it as an output console. For every cell bottom, you can able to get this kind of an output until you print it. Okay, so here in these double quotes, whatever you write, it will come as it is. Okay, suppose here I'm writing one more print statement. I'll write otherwise print. Okay, Python class. I'm writing what? Python class. Python class. If you execute what you have written in the double quotes, the same thing has been came outside. Okay, so that is one thing. Now let us see the variable thing what I explained. I have stored a value as 50. I have written a is equal to 50. When you write here a is equal to 50, and when you print the value of a, printing the a, print of a, what is the value present in that variable called as a will be coming in the output. If it is 50, it will come 50. If it is 30, it will come 30. Here, one more thing I wanted you to understand. Suppose I'm writing a is equal to 50 and I am printing a. Now see, Are you going to get 50? No, you will not be going to get 50. The reason is you are writing this A in the double quotes. Hit enter. Means how to execute this code I haven't explained, right? See, whenever the cell that you wanted to execute, first of all, select that cell, whichever the cell you wanted to execute, you select that cell. The keyboard shortcut is simple way, shift plus enter. The keyboard shortcut is shift plus enter. If you don't want to use the keyboard shortcut, there is an option called as run on the top, right? Run the selected cell. That's it. Okay. Run the selected cell. You first of all select the cell. Selection of the cell is important. Come here and just click on that. That is nothing but it will select it. Later you enter shift plus enter, or otherwise you go to the run option here and you can able to run it. Okay. So my question here is, why you are getting 50 here, why you are getting A here? Can you feel the difference between these two print statements? The difference is here I am writing only A. As you are writing only A here, it is considering that as a variable. But here it is a text value, because of which it is printing the A. Is it the same thing, right? Here also it's a text value, right? Here also it's a text value. So whatever you're writing in the double quotes, as it is, it will come. For example, if I try to print B here, then what is going to happen? If I try to print B, A value is 50. If I try to print B here, there is no B as of now. Nowhere I have written anywhere about B. So that is the reason why it will say an error saying, I don't know what is B. See, it is saying that B is not defined. So I don't know what is B. You are asking me to print B, but I don't know that. That is the type of error you can expect. Okay. So always try to use it in this manner. Print of A, because you are given the name A. So that's the reason you should print A. If you given some any other name, you can enter the same thing. Suppose I am entering like my variable. I will also enter the same thing, my variable. That's a 50 answer. Okay. So that is simply called as a variable. When it comes to the variables and when I'm explaining about all these things, one important concept I wanted to discuss, very, very small thing. And you can also going to make a lot of mistakes because of this also. Python is a case sensitive language. This is a very, very important point. I'll tell you what is meant by that. Python is a case sensitive language. What is meant by case sensitivity? So generally in the programs, you will be going to use some alphabets kind of thing, right? So whenever you're writing the alphabets, A, B, C's, capital letters and small letters are there. Capital letters and small letters are differently treated in the Python. What is the meaning of it? Suppose there is a I have written, right? What if I try to print capital A? Just I will show you, see. Here I am storing the variable in the A. Here I am trying to print capital A. The value of 50 you are stored in the small a, but you're trying to print what? Capital A. Both of them are A only, but still both of them are different here according to the Python. It will say an error saying, I don't know what is capital A. So what you can able to understand from this, in the Python, the small letters means small letters only, capital letters means capital letters only. They are not same. Okay. That is called as case sensitivity. So a language can be case sensitive when the alphabets that you are writing are small letters and capital letters are differently treated. Suppose I'll show one more example. I'm writing data in this manner, okay? Data and data in this manner. You try to understand these things. Does both of these are same? According to the Python, it's no. Because in this data, D is a capital letter. In this data, D is a small letter. That is the difference here. Okay? So in the Python, it's a case sensitive language. The capital letters and small letters are treated differently. It is not same at all. Even if you are writing the print statement, right? When you try to write capital P, suppose let me say I'm printing small a, it will give you the output. But what if I write capital P? Print of a. Same print of a only, no spelling mistake. But still, here capital P I'm writing, because of which it will treat like I don't know what is capital P print. The compiler only knows small p print. but you're saying capital P print. What is it? It doesn't know that. Okay, hope you're able to understand what is meant by case sensitivity. So that is the meaning of case sensitivity. Every programming languages will have its own. Suppose when we move to SQL, that is not a case sensitive language. You write in the small letters or capital letters, no problem there. You write print in the small p or capital P print or small a, capital A, no problem. SQL will treat everything as same. But Python, it is going to treat it as a different. Okay, so try to remember this. When we move to SQL, there I will explain about that particular case sensitivity, whether it is going to follow or not. But as of now, Python is a case sensitive language. The meaning is capital letters and small letters are different. Okay, so many places what is this trick can be used is questions whenever you attempt any kind of what I can say, any exams. For example, when you apply for any job opportunities, for some companies, what they will do is before conducting the interview, some exams they will conduct, some written exam in the sense screening test. So in that MCQs, what they will do? Simply they will give you a very small program. A is equal to 50, some B is equal to 10. A plus B, what is it? It's 60. We all know. But in the program, what they will make is they will make a small capital mistakes like that. And in the options, first option itself, they will give you 60. Remaining some errors they will give you. So in the hurry, what we will make it is answer is very simple. It's 60 only, right? And you will mark it. But thing is, in that hurriness, you have been forget about the basic concept that the Python is a case sensitive language. So because of which it will throw an error kind of thing. You should observe at that time. Okay. So please be careful in the program. Everything you need to observe carefully. Okay. So that's a very small thing. We'll see that options and how you can be careful with some examples in the coming classes. Okay. So as of now, I will tell you with some small examples. Okay. It's this particular variable. So I am storing a value as 30 and I'm taking b value. Okay, b value is equal to 20. I wanted to add 30 and 20. Okay, add 30 and 20. Simple, right? You can directly write down in the print statement itself a and b, you can add it and the resultant you will get it. Or otherwise, you can store this resultant of a plus b in some another variable. For example, I am taking resultant res is equal to variable name a plus b. So that resultant I will print it. Print of res. If you execute it, what is going to happen? 50 is the answer. Okay, 30 plus 20. Or instead of writing this entire thing, what you can write in the same place itself, I will write a plus b. Okay, same place itself, I'm writing print of a plus b. Nothing but res in the sense a plus b only. So directly I'm writing a plus b. Why unnecessarily I need to write it another line? So I'm able to reduce this line. Still I'm getting 50 as an answer, right? So that is one way of writing some mathematical operations. If you want to do subtraction, multiplication, division, okay, you can able to do this in the Python very easily. So here what I have done actually is like a comment. What here it's calling it as it is a comment. So comment is a very important things in the programming languages. It's not mandatory, but if you maintain the comments, your programming would be becoming much easy for people to understand. Or let's say you are writing some code today and you have thought about a lot of time and you have got some logic and you have written some code today. Tomorrow when you open the same code, you yourself will get it out. What I have done yesterday, what is the logic I have applied? It will happen, guys, in the real time scenario. Definitely it will happen. So that is the reason why we used to just maintain a comment there. You'll write down a comment saying that, okay, this is the logic which I have been followed, so that tomorrow it would be like a continuation for you. You will understand what you have been done yesterday. So to maintain that, every languages will be having a concept called as comments. Okay, this is what I'm calling as comments. In the Python, in this Jupyter notebook, that too, you can maintain a comment by placing a hashtag symbol. Okay, this hashtag symbol, whatever you write after the hashtag symbol, in the sense the right hand side of the hashtag symbol, everything would be considered as a normal English text, not a program. It's normal English text it will consider, even though you write down. See, this is a program only, right? But still, it was not getting executed at all during the execution. If you want, you can just write it after b is equal to 20 also. Just maintain one space after 20 and write down this in the same line. Still, it is not going to be getting executed. If you want to see, Nothing is happening there, right? Suppose you can say, I wanted to write down the hashtag here. What is going to happen for executing this code? This will code throw an error saying that I don't know what is BC. Wait a minute, already print of A plus B result is being stored already. I guess that is the reason why you are still getting the answer. Let me do one thing. Can you see this? A is equal to 30, C is equal to 20. I'm actually maintaining it as a comment. Okay. And then I'm executing A plus C. It is saying that C, I don't know what is C. You have written it right. Why it was not getting executed? The reason is because there is a comment present here. You maintain it as a comment. Because of that, it is treating it's a plain English language. It's not a code. Hope you're able to understand what is happening. So that is the importance of comment. Okay. That is the importance of comments. So I'll execute once again. This is how comment can be made. If you add these types of comments, it will improve the readability and understandability of the code. Okay. So comments will improve. Comments will improve the readability and understandability of the code. Okay. Of the code or of the program. Okay. So that is how you can able to do. I hope it was somewhat clear now how the programming can be done. What are some simple things we need to keep in mind when we are writing some code. Okay. I will try to explain you now some analysis result kind of thing. Okay. Some basic averages, how you can find it. Okay. So let us say I am having some company name. Okay. The name of the company. Okay. I am taking an variable called as company underscore name. So company underscore name, I am giving it as, let me say Zomato. Okay. Zomato. And the orders, these are all variables. Company name is a variable. Zomato is like a value. Orders is a variable. I am placing, for example, some 1,000 orders we have got on the day. And what is the total sales value? Total sales amount. Let me say I have got some 50,000. Okay, I have got some 50,000 total sales. Whatever the total 1,000 orders I have been got, from that 1,000 orders, I got a 50,000 rupees of amount with me. So here again, I'm repeating, company name is like a variable. Orders is like a variable. Sales value like a variable. Just like how A, B, C are there, same way I have taken. So Zomato is like how Zomato is like 30. How you are passing 30 to A, same way I am storing this Zomato with the name called as company name. Okay. So for this, what I wanted to do is, let us simply perform some average calculation. What is the average sales? Average sales. So how to calculate average sales? Generally, if I give you some numbers, you will be going to add all of those numbers divided by how many such numbers are there. For example, simply if I ask you to find out the average for 2 comma 3 comma 4, how will you calculate the average? You will be going to add 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by total number of values are 3. That is going to be the average. So it would be going to turns out to be how much? 6 plus, sorry, 5 plus 9, it would be going to be 3, right? 5 plus 4, 9. 9 by divided by 3 is going to be 3. 3 is your average. So here you don't need to do that much because all sales values it have added up and it gave you as 50,000. Total number of orders placed was 1,000. So if I wanted to calculate the average sales, what is the operation I need to perform? 50,000 rupees of sales divided by total number of orders, which is 1,000. Is that going to give you the sales correctly, right? So let us write down how to write down that in the program. Okay, it's simple. It's simple. 5,000, sorry, 50,000 divided by 1,000. Or else, what is 50,000? In which variable you have stored it? Sales value. So in the place of 50,000, I will write down what? Sales value. What is this 1,000? Orders. I'll write down in the place this orders. Okay. So let us simply print it. Print average underscore sales 50. Okay, that is the answer, correct, right? 50,000 divided by 1,000, it's going to be 50. So that is the answer, 50. So suppose if I show this to somebody, 50, what is 50? Generally, I have not shown anything in the output. Apart from 50, nothing I am showing. The person might be having a doubt. Is it an average sales, or is it a profit, or is it the loss, or is it the maximum sales, or is it the minimum sales, maximum profit, minimum profit? What do I need to assume that 50 as? So to maintain that, I'll simply say, before printing this average sales, I will say average sales. In the text, I will print it. Okay. Place a comma. Now you can see average sales 50. Now it is clear. So how to do this? I have told you, if you write anything in the double quotes, same way, even this quotation also. That's colon symbol, not quotation, colon symbol. That colon is also coming here. This entire thing is the plain text, whatever I have written. After that, I want a value called as 50. That's the reason I have written as average sales. Okay. I hope you got the thing, how I am doing it, right? So this is the small program. Very easily you people can able to do this. Okay. Now, I wanted you to try this out. Okay. Let us have a small practice for this. How to practice means, I know you don't have the Jupyter notebooks and all, but still we can able to practice this Python in the normal online compilers also. So everybody please open up your mobile phones, or else you can please have your, if people anybody having in the online, you can open up your your browser in the laptop. Type for Python online compiler. Please everybody practice it, guys. I wanted you to get the Python easy feeling. If you write it, you will get it. Really, I'm saying, if you write it only, you will get it. Okay. So open Python online compiler in the browser. You can open it in the mobile or in the laptop. If you do have in the people in the online, if you are attending in the laptop, open a browser, type for Python online compiler. Any website you go. Okay. There are so many websites coming for you, right? So I'm opening this first one. Program is okay. Open this one. This is an online Python compiler. You can able to write down your program in these onlines also. Okay, in the online, no need to installation, but installation is required for the data analysis. Don't miss that. Okay. So whatever is there in that, just you can remove that. Don't write anything. Just everyone print the hello world program. Everybody type the hello world program. So print off. What you should write down? Print off in the double quotes. Type hello world. If you want to give some exclamation mark, you can give it. Everybody write it. Please write it, everybody. And simply what you need to do, click on run. That's it. Are you getting the output? Everyone? Type it, type it. Very simple thing,
Yes, sir.
right? So it is simple how you will get this. If anybody are getting errors, let me know. Simple, write down the small print in the double quotes, enter this hello world. If any, see, I am pasting this code in the chart window. If anybody are facing issues, you can let me know. Okay. Print of hello world. Same way, I am giving you people a small task. Okay. So whatever is the program I have written here, these values I'll simply change it and I will give you. You can observe on my screen, these are my values. Okay. In my output, everybody observe. What I want in my output is, see, I'm writing it in this place. I guess it's, yeah, now I think it's visible, right? So, Zomato average sales. Okay, I want you to print this. Zomato average sales is the value. So consider this time the value is 75,000. In the output, I want to show like Zomato average sales is 75.0. Can you please write down a code to this? In my output, just like how I have shown here, average sales 50. In the same place, I need what? Zomato average sales is 75 this time, because I have taken 75 in the place of 50,000. I'll do one thing. Wait a minute. I'll just copy this one to the out in this Jupyter notebook so that you can use it for your reference purpose. This is how I want my output. Please, everybody, try to write down the program for that. If it is done, you can please paste your. Of course, if you want to get the output, you need to write down all of these things, right? You need to change this print statement. Okay, because I wanted to get how Zomato average sales is 75. Okay, remaining every code would say like that only. So think about how can I get that completely. If you are done, you can just paste your code in the chat. Please participate in doing. Definitely, it will improve your confidence in Python. Is it done? Getting the same way how I have asked in the output? Okay, let us see how you can do this one. So either way, you can anywhere you can write down the code. I am writing it in the Jupyter notebook again. If you're writing in the Python online compilers, no problem. You can also maintain in that. That's not an issue. So in this place, almost my entire code is same. What is the advantage of writing these particular values is you no need to change your formula every time. Even though your input changes, I made that 50,000 to 75,000, but still now I no need to make any change in this code because whatever is the sales value, it is 50,000 or 10 lakhs or 1 crore also, you need to change in this particular place. In the formula, whatever you mentioned there, it will take it. Okay, so sales value divided by orders. So multiple ways are there, guys. Here directly you can write down Zomato. Zomato average sales is I want, right? Let me write down is. See, Zomato average sales is 75. Okay, Zomato average sales is 75. Whatever I asked, I have got it. Another way can be getting your company name variable used. Okay, I'll try to explain you in that method also. See, print off. First of all, I want the company name to be used, and then I'll write down average sales is. Okay, and then average sales value. Getting the same thing. So what I have done this time, instead of writing as a text, I have used this variable name. If you want to make Swiggy, you make a change in this. No print statement in the change. It's not required. Am I right? So that is advantage. So either way you can write it. Both the methods are fine. After company name, what you want is text value of average sales. That is the reason why I written in the double quotes. But comma is important there because you are separating one word from the other. But entirely you're writing in the text, there is no need of comma. After the double quotes, again you need a comma, writing your average sales, whatever you got in the formula. It's looking simple, right? Nothing much is there in that. In the same way, when you practice it, when you write it, you will definitely get it. Okay, so that's how you can do. One small kind of thing I will show you how a data can be called into the Jupyter notebook. Okay, we'll just have a look at our data. So for this, I am going to import one library called as pandas. Okay, we will discuss in the coming classes more briefly about this one. So I am calling and storing that entire file in the variable called as df. Df stands for data frame. Okay, so I'm calling the function called as pd.read underscore csv. Okay, so what is that I'm trying to do is I will try to copy this particular file bankmarketing.csv. .csv. Okay, however is the file name present here, exactly you need to write in the same manner. So I'm trying to call this bank marketing dot csv. That's it. After that, I am printing this data frame dot head. I will tell you what is this head means. See the output what you're going to get now. Can you see how to read the data? It's simple, nothing much. Very, very small amounts of codes only, guys. That is what I used to tell every time. Python in the data analysis is simple. You no need to write on very large amounts of line. Very simply, you can able to learn the data analysis Python. Here, the head function is making sure that it's going to give you first 5 records from the data. Actually, there are so many records present in this data set, but you're hardly getting just 5 records. Only 5. That is for what here I am using this. Actually, there are so many columns are there. Age, eligible, job, marital, education, targeted, all of this. But every time you're getting only first 5 records. You can see counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From 0 onwards it is coming. That's the reason 5. 5. 5. Okay. I'll just show you how to get the statistical summary for this data. The average for every numerical column. Average, standard deviation. Sir, which one? Sir, can you come again? DF? Oh. Head is a inbuilt function. In the Python, the advantage is there are so many inbuilt functions will be there. You no need to write everything from the scratch. Even this pd.read underscore csv, it's a function. Already some code was written in the Python for you. You just need to use that name. The code will come and execute. That is what is happening here. That is simply data analysis. There are so many functions will be there. You just need to remember for which task, which function is required. You are going to learn that only in this. Okay. And based on that, your logic will be applied. You no need to build from scratch everything. That is advantage. Okay. So I will simply explain you one more. We have another function called as describe. Okay. On this data frame, I'm applying the describe. You see this. Count how many are there. Average, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, 25th percent value, 50th percent value, 75th percent value. Have you done anything? Nothing. You just called what? Describe. See how many results it is giving you. It's very simple. That is the reason I am saying. All the columns that you are able to see, age, balance, day, duration, campaign, days, previous, these are all columns are numerical columns because the statistical summary can be applied only on the numerical columns. If I ask you to find out the average for numbers, you can able to do. But if I ask you to find out the average for banana, mango, and some pineapple, are you able to find out average for the fruit names or for the blood groups? It's not possible, right? So that is the reason always the statistical summary. Of course, more kind of things are exceptional, but maximum statistical summaries are can be applied only on the numerical columns. So in your data here, what are all the numerical columns are there? You can see eligible kind of column didn't came. Job, marital, education, all of these are coming as a text values are there. Those columns are not coming here. Simple. The reason is what? You are trying to find out the summary of your data that is not possible to be found on the text data. That is what is the advantage here. Hope you got an idea. So simply that is how the programming in the Python can be. Okay, I just gave you a small glimpse of it. In the coming classes, we are going to deep dive into all of these concepts separately. What is describe function will do, what is head function will do, what is style function will do. Like there are what is so group by aggregation, lot of things are there. All of them are functions only. You no need to do anything on your own. You'll just simply call the function, it will do it for you. Okay, but before I explain you all these, I wanted you to make sure some basics would be covered properly. That is the reason I have explained some basic things about variable, what is like addition operation, what is a print statement. These all things are for you to understand the basic concepts of Python. If you can get that idea regarding that basics, remaining things would be very cakewalk for you. Okay, I will make sure every concept would be taught for you very easily. You don't need to afraid about the programming language. You get the confidence by practicing these codes today. Just spend some 10 to 15 minutes of time. It won't take much time, right? 10 to 15 minutes. You try to do some subtraction operation, a minus b, a into b. You change the numbers here. You take 50 and 100, try to do addition operation, try to do multiplication. If you possible, take three variables, ABC, add all ABC results, multiply ABC, or add a plus b, multiply to c. You know, right? Simple mathematics only. You try to perform that, it will improve your confidence. When you try it only, you will get it, guys. Okay, again, I'm saying when you type it, when you try it only, you will get it. If you just see that code, you will not improve your confidence. Not only Python, anything in your life. Even the Power BI also. If I simply, when I'm explaining Power BI, if you just see it and go, you will not get anything. You need to sit there, you need to practice it, try the new things from what we have been explained. There, Power BI, you're feeling confident because there is no programming, you're thinking, no, that is not the thing. You're doing the practice there. It was the same thing with any course we are going to teach you people here. Okay, so that's it for today. I would like to stop up to here. So tomorrow's class we are going to discuss about the data types, what are the present in this Python, what are the operators. Okay, we'll deep dive into the other things in the Python. Okay, so coming classes I'll make sure the concepts are going to be more clear. Today I will have tried to just give you that glimpse of Python so that you can feel confident about the remaining part of the course. Okay, so that's it from my side. I'm stopping up to here for today. So anybody have any doubts here?